Alright, so welcome back to Radiant Mythology 2. I am Dreamsword, and today I'm joined by a really old buddy of mine. Why don't you say hi?
Hello!
Yeah, you don't get to know who he is. That's it. Okay.
My name's Heretic Kitsune. You might know me as Leo Kitsune. I'm apparently not the only Leo Kitsune. I'm apparently not the only Heretic Kitsune. So,
Surprising.
yeah, I'm the one that doesn't suck, apparently. So that's
Awesome.
cool.
Okay, so in case anyone didn't already figure this of Zelos, it's basically just his introduction on him going, "You get to work with the great and beautiful me, isn't that awesome?" So...
Yeah, that sounds about right. Zealous is pretty cool.
So yeah, and the Fantasia team is like, "Hey Cress, how good are you at reconnaissance? Could you, like, get stuff for it? Like, can we just send you out to do stuff?" And, Cress is like, "Well, I just got back from that reconnaissance mission, and guess what?" And they're like, "What?" And he's like, "I got nothing!" Just...
Fantastic! Man, you are just the best hero. Nah, he's pretty cool.
So then the option is you can either congratulate them on trying their best anyway, or you can be like, "What the fuck, dude?" And thankfully the coin landed on congratulate them for at least trying.
Yeah, I mean, come on, don't be a dick.
Right.
I mean, it's not like we're being a dick to Lloyd, because then you don't even flip the coin. I know you're just going to be a dick to Lloyd. But, I mean, this is Cress we're talking about.
Yeah, I have nothing
he
but
is
respect.
the original swordsman.
I have nothing but respect for Cress.
He's also kind
And then,
of
you know, they
doofus.
go into this
That's
typical
okay.
spiel about how what's really important is that we work together, and it's like an after-school special. So...
That's the point where you start to slap people.
Alright, so now we're in with the sciencey people, which Keel is not a part of for some reason. I don't know why.
He doesn't want to deal with this shit. He's like, look, I had my time, okay? That shit sucked. Leave me alone. I'm just gonna, like, read about fucking rivers and shit, man. That's my research.
So they've been analyzing those documents that we got a while back, and they noticed that the research notes mention negative energy quite a bit. So they're like, "What the hell is this?" And they're like, "Well,
let's ask
Yeah.
Omega Shenron. Let's not actually ask Omega Shenron."
And they're like, obviously they're evil, but then Harold, I believe, is the one who's like, "Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, just because they're researching negative energy doesn't mean they're going to be bad about it. I mean, like, so."
And, I mean, she's right, but this is also a Tales of game. Which means that, yes, they are doing bad things with it.
Beautiful. So yeah, and then they talk
Also,
more about
like,
Mana experiments and whatnot.
When I played through this game, or at least I think I got like halfway through or something, when I first saw like Chat without her hat in like the portrait, it was fucking weird.
You were like, "Where's your hat?" Jesus Christ.
So, hello,
Yeah,
Zelos.
so our mission here is that we've discovered where Janus, you know, the current guy who we think is the bad guy, we found out where he's hiding out. Freya and Zelos offer to go with us, and here we are.
Oh, fantastic. So we get some good help.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Zelos.
Nothing against Zelos, not at all. And Zelos, of course, just kind of goes on and is like, "This place is almost as beautiful as I am." And Freya's like, "Okay, whatever, dude."
I can't blame her for being a little bit skeptical. She doesn't quite know Zelos. She's not used to,
And
Zelos.
here we find the people burning roots of the Mana Tree. That ain't good.
Yeah. It's a good thing this isn't the Mana series, otherwise they'd be getting fucked about 6 ways.
Pretty much. So he's like, "Hey, you're Janus, right? We're kind of here to tell you to knock it off." I love this guy. He's awesome. So yeah, this is basically just them confronting Janus and being all like, "Hey, you should, like, not do that. It's not good. You know, don't."
And he's like,
yeah,
fuck
pretty much.
off.
He's like, I'll do what I want.
He'll speak in English if he wants to.
He apparently, Kavasa, who's translating this for me, he actually has a lot of trouble with Janus because one of the things they do is they purposely have him speak broken Japanese at certain points. So he's like, fuck, what are you trying to say? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're gonna love the trick they pulled here. They realized they couldn't escape us, so they were like, oh my god, what's that? And we're stupid enough to turn around so they can run away.
Even Celis is like, wait, did that just happen?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. He was like, wait, really? But if we just,
Fuck!
Yeah. So yeah, we catch up to them and they're like, hey dude, you know, we need mana, right? Mana good. Stop fucking with the mana tree.
Stop all the download.
And they're like, the blessings of the mana tree are everyone to share. And Janus, interesting enough, his counter argument is, okay, yeah, sure, the mana tree lets us all live, but the mana tree also chooses favorites, I've noticed. And not everyone gets the same blessings from the mana tree. Yeah.
He's right.
And he's like, now that's not cool, so part of my research is putting everyone on equal footing.
See, that's one thing that the Tales of series just does a lot, is people with good intentions doing really fucking dumb and shady shit. Give us a chance!
Yes.
Fantastic.
And Janus is like, hey, I'm just trying to make the most of this situation. I mean, the mana tree's power is already depleting as it is. If anything, I'm trying to preserve it for us. And Zealous is like, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Well, I mean, yeah. It is his opinion, and he's acting on it. He has a theory.
And, you know, they go back and forth a while. And Janus also brings up another point. He was like, well, by studying the mana tree like this, we could maybe figure out how it works. And as such, we could make another mana tree, essentially. So in case this one goes boom, we have a replacement, just in case.
Unfortunately, synthetic world
Doesn't
magic
usually work.
doesn't really go well.
Yeah, usually not.
I have a feeling there was actually a mana game involving shit like that. I'm not entirely sure, but...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. I can't remember, though. And then they do the ninja boom and run.
It's like, why did they just fucking do that in the first place instead of trying to turn you around? The answer is they wanted to make you feel stupid as hell, and it worked.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the assistant also brought up that Janus is actually being forced to create stuff that can turn into weapons, and he has to do this because otherwise he can't get funding. Anyway, here's another slider puzzle. And this one's actually pretty easy, so I just kind of left the whole sequence in.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the unfortunate reality of, like, scientific research, is that the best way to get funding is to say, look, this is how you can blow people up with it. Like, that is a very real thing, and it's super shit.
Indeed.
At least in particular with, like, the United States. But we're not gonna go into
yeah, let's not touch that. Yeah. So, yeah. And by the way, if you didn't already figure what Zealous and Persea had to say at the end of that, they were just basically just like, fuck, they got away again. And that's about it. So.
They're like, man, we're really not good at this. If only we could, you know, just hit them.
Yeah.
Just bap them upside the head.
So, for those who haven't heard before, since we have talked about it on my channel before, the very first Tales game Leo here ever played was Eternia. I introduced it to him when we were kids.
Yep.
And this is also where a bunch of love to this game goes, because they just give you a bunch of Eternia people right at the start. So now we're in the most important place. And they're like, dude, stop following us. And Rosé like, no, it's not happening.
Come on, man. Stop it. No!
Yeah. So, the basic premise of this whole scene, I'm just going to go down it since they kind of go back and forth for a little while if memory serves. Basically, we explain to him that Larva, the people he works for, are studying negative energy, and that shit doesn't look cool. And Chance is like, wait, really? I didn't even know that.
It's like, ah, shit.
And so Janice is like, I definitely need to ask about this. Okay, yeah, we'll stop for now.
That's a bad idea. Hey, why are you guys researching this shit? Why do you know about it? And then he dies.
Yeah. And Zealous also gives a little thing about the freedom of thinking, which I guess applies to this situation since Janice was like, okay, yeah, let's not. So, yeah. That said, this then happens. Needless to say, they can't stop the experiment, and the assistant kinda does that on accident.
Fucking intern!
Ready up! So yeah, now the root's gonna explode.
This is why you don't fuck with things you don't understand.
Because this happens. So this is Eid, one of the big bad of this game, and he's,
It's all like, help.
yeah, he's like, this is the form I took. You're all humans.
Really?
Interesting. He reminds me a lot of Thanatos from Narahiri Dungeon 2.
Probably intentional.
Probably. And Zealous is like, yeah, you guys might want to stand back. And here, Geet outright tells you the child of the Monetary, which basically blows the lid that you're the Descender, as if anybody couldn't put it together already. And interesting enough, he's, instead of being all like scared, he's like, oh, I'm happy to see you, actually. Come here for a minute. And yeah, because this fight took a while, I sped it up. I think you can lose this fight, and the story will still continue, but I made it a point to want to win.
Well, yeah, you win when you can.
And by the way, Rila is my fourth party member simply because for the Destiny 2 mission I couldn't show her off, so I was like, okay, well you can be my healer. So, since you've got some time, why don't you talk about your experience with this game, Leo?
Well, when I went through, I didn't have a story guide or anything like that to figure out what the hell was going on. So I basically just played. I think I used the Twin Sword class.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was pretty fun. I just went through, beat shit up, had tails of characters in my party. It was pretty alright.
If I remember right, your party was Reed, Eo, and Celsius.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good party.
Yeah. Keel is especially awesome in this game. He's like, I'm not even being just a fanboy here. He's legit one of the best mages in the game. In fact, I think he is the best, if I recall correctly. And in Radiant...
He's only at 1%.
And in Radiant 3, he gets even better because Shooting Star.
Yeah.
So, there you go. But, I'll mostly have the same party, except for Celsius. I'm gonna have a different person who, you might appreciate, maybe. But yeah, there's Eid.
Did it.
And he's like, wow, I must not be at full power yet. You know.
He's like, oh shit,
Yeah,
what the
I
hell?
didn't expect you to actually win.
That was not supposed to happen.
And so he's...
I guess you really are the
Yeah, pretty
chosen
much.
one.
And he's like, but don't worry, I'll be sure to kill you and the World Tree soon.
This seems like it'd be really bad for him.
Maybe he's a Frieza person and he can survive in a vacuum.
I mean, no. I don't think so. But he seems like he's gonna
And for
try.
Seiya being a master of observation, she goes, hey, did you notice Gi just disappeared? And we're like, no, we didn't notice. Not at all. Thank you.
Shut the fuck up.
And Zelda's like, oh good, we get to report another failed mission, technically. Great.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure no one's gonna give a shit that you failed the mission. They're gonna more give a shit about exactly what happened.
Not quite, because Rain's like, did you stop Janice? And Zelda's like, technically.
I've been like, some crazy shit went down.
Yeah.
Nothing we could do.
But just in case, he's like, we're gonna let Zack/Stan here explain it. You can take the rap for us, man. And I'm like, great.
Fabulous.
Thanks, guys. That's nice.
Thanks, I could help.
So, yeah.
though.
You relay what happens. And, Rain's like, oh, this is not good. Not at all.
Because it's Rain, she knows about this shit.
And Harold's like, hey, we have a negative energy detector now. Just so you know. Kinda just built it. And, according to our readings, shit's going haywire.
Yeah, it's basically like, we figured, you know, since those assholes are researching it, maybe we
Right.
should too. It's like, what did you guys do?
By the way, everyone here just kind of accepts the negative energy thing. Like, nobody sees it as a surprise. So I guess negative energy is just kind of a thing in this universe.
Yeah, I guess. Where's Gogeta when you need him? Oh, right, in a shitty
Yeah,
series.
pretty much.
Oh, GT.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
So, yeah. The mission was technically a failure, and now we're just like, well, what do we do from here? Because, it's not looking good.
Do something about it?
By the way, a really great line in this conversation is, after reporting the failure, Harold's like, any team led by Zelos was gonna fail anyway. Yeah, I know!
Ow.
Frickin', that hurts.
That ain't cool.
And yet, I have to bring up what Nico pointed out in a previous part. Nobody fucking bitched at Rain when she failed a mission. Like, what the hell? Bullshit.
Probably because bitching at Rain would be a bad idea.
Yeah. So yeah, just explaining that the roots of the Mana Tree went boom and then Geed kind of popped out and sliced us. It hurt.
Or rather, we sliced him.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
And Harold's all like, well that can't be. Fucking nothing can live in a root of a Mana Tree. That doesn't make any sense. And we're all just like, dude, it happened. We fought the damn thing.
That doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, you want to come see? Because I'll bet you he'll show up again if we flail around.
Speaking of burns by Harold, this whole conversation's with her saying, well, you shouldn't be too discouraged by your failures. Get the hell out. So yeah.
Basically, yo, shit happens. Stop moping. Go
Yeah.
do better things.
So yeah, here, Cress meets Vesperia and Symphonia. So, Yuri is like, I'm bored. You never take me out on missions. And I'm like, no, Yuri, I don't, because you fucking suck in this game. But, Estelle's like, I want to see the world too. Oh my god. And they basically just all talk about how Until all the stuff at this game started happening, none of them had really any plans to leave their village. And then, all of them blew up. It's kind of a good motivator.
Yeah.
But yeah, and apparently Cress is a teacher of swordsmanship as well. He apparently has been teaching it since he was young.
He's basically like, hey Yuri, you want some lessons?
Right.
Piece of shit. I saw you twirl your sword. I can't wait until you, like, gouge your own eye out. You don't know how to handle a weapon. You just got really
And then they all
lucky.
just kind of concede that traveling around is good for experience. Precious EXPs,
Pretty much.
And then,
You gotta get those experience points.
and then I go hunt axe beaks with Zelos.
The real question is why.
And Zelos is like, well, I mean, it's pointless for us, but we're getting the guild more cred. We're getting rid of monsters that are causing problems, so, it's good PR.
I mean, he's right, but don't you have some newbies to escort on that? And I don't mean like, you. I mean, like, doesn't the guild have, like, there's gotta be some up-and-coming adventurers that want to do some easy shit. I mean, come on, right?
Totally.
Well, that's what you do. You're fucking apprentices. You take them on, like, easy missions.
Right. I mean, technically, we're an
You don't
apprentice.
send...
Technically.
Well, yeah, but you're also very clearly, like, really fucking good. Like, I don't think you have any, like, you're not gonna have any problems with axe beaks. You don't send the world's heroes to do this shit. You send, like,
All
you
from across the street.
yeah, pretty much.
By the way, Zelos is like, this is not my thing. I should be go hunting for babes, not hunting axe beaks.
I mean, yeah, he gets shut down a lot, but it'd probably be a better use of
And then he straight up says to you, why couldn't you be a super babe? What the hell? I know,
Well, he could've
right?
been.
But then he's like, nah, man, I'm messing with you. Feel free to invite me if you ever need help. And we just stare at him, and he's like, you could say something, please. I love the skits in this game that play with the Descender just kind of staring at people. They're really funny to me.
Turns out the Descender can't actually...
I wouldn't doubt that. Maybe he speaks by telekinesis.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, we hunted the axe beaks, and Zelos is like, yeah, you're pretty good out there, actually. I would not mind partying with you anytime, bro. And I'm like, well, good, because unlike in the first game, you literally can't refuse.
Want to do this? No. Too bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so now, here we are with the Eternia crew. Yes.
Hello, Farah.
This
Hello, Reed.
skit is actually about how good Farah is at singing. And Farah's all like, I don't think I'm good enough, and Reed's like, you're fine. Actually, no, I
Reed's
take
really
that back.
good.
It's not about singing. It's actually about omelets. Because they mention being off tune, and you think it's singing, but then they're like, no, your cooking's good. But,
Reed is really bad.
yes, he is. And with that, we're out of time, so see you later, everybody.